Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a really fantastic 10-part tutorial designed specifically for IT professionals and management. Our main goal here, to finally help you bridge that massive gap between machine learning experimentation and actual real-world production. So, if you're an IT leader looking to get a solid grasp on the fundamentals of implementing MLOps in your own environment, well, you're in exactly the right place.
This entire blueprint comes to us directly from Virtualization Options LLC. They're a Colorado-based technology research, education, and advisory organization. And this 10-chapter tutorial they put together is perfectly tailored to take you from those basic introductory concepts all the way through intermediate implementation.
Now, to understand exactly why this tutorial is so absolutely critical right now, just consider this staggering statistic. 87%. Think about that for a second. According to the research, 87% of machine learning models never actually make it into production. That literally means a massive amount of your data science investment is currently delivering zero business value. None.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, introducing the MLOps tutorial. Second, bridging ML and operations. Third, building the right team. Fourth, automating the ML lifecycle. Fifth, monitoring and governance. And finally, scaling to the enterprise.
All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, introducing the MLOps tutorial. This 10-chapter curriculum gives you a practical, foundational guide to operationalizing machine learning. It's built specifically so your IT organization can finally move past those isolated, siloed experiments and actually start deploying, monitoring, and maintaining models reliably at an enterprise scale. It covers the whole shebang, from end-to-end orchestration and monitoring all the way down to governance, security, and cloud infrastructure.
Moving right along to Section 2, Bridging ML and Operations.
Chapter 1 of the tutorial defines MLOps, which stands for Machine Learning Operations, as the essential discipline of applying standard DevOps principles to the full machine learning lifecycle. We're talking about things like automation, continuous integration, and continuous delivery. Ultimately, it's about building both the infrastructure and the organizational culture you need to take these models out of isolation and deploy them reliably.
Now, here's the core difference every IT leader really needs to grasp. While traditional DevOps basically manages a single artifact, which is code, MLOps brings this totally unique, three-dimensional complexity to the table. In MLOps, your code, your training data, and your models must all be versioned, tested, and deployed together. Think about it. If you change the data, the model changes, even if the code stays exactly the same. And honestly, that right there is exactly why operationalizing ML is so uniquely challenging.
Okay, let's jump into Section 3, building the right team.
In Chapter 2, the tutorial clearly breaks down the primary focuses and tools across three very distinct roles. First up, you've got the data scientist. Their main job is model development and evaluation metrics, typically using tools like Jupyter. Then, you have the ML engineer, who is all about pipeline automation and model packaging, using tools like Docker and FastAPI. And finally, the MLOps engineer focuses on the platform layer, using CI/CD tooling and orchestration platforms like Kubeflow or Terraform. Setting up clear role definitions like this is honestly one of the highest leverage actions an IT leader can possibly take.
But here's a crucial warning for IT management. Organizations fall into this trap all the time. They skip the ML engineer role entirely. And let me tell you, forcing data scientists to manage production systems leads straight to fragile, undocumented deployments and massively high operational risk. The tutorial makes it crystal clear. When you're scaling to production, you absolutely must hire for engineering discipline.
That brings us to Section 4, automating the ML lifecycle.
The stakes in pipeline design are just incredibly high. Take a look at this number. Data quality issues cause roughly 60% of all ML project failures. Basically, the vast majority of your risk lives right there in the very first stage, long before a machine learning model is even trained.
So, to combat this, Chapters 3 through 7 break down the continuous lifecycle into 6 distinct automated stages. Chapter 3 starts with data engineering to ingest and validate the raw data. Then Chapter 4 moves into model development for experiment tracking. Next up is model packaging in Chapter 5 to containerize those models, which is followed by deployment in Chapter 6 using continuous delivery strategies. Stage 5 is monitoring and feedback to track drift, and finally Stage 6 is governance for audit trails and compliance, which gets detailed in Chapter 7. Automating all of these steps guarantees that everything, from the initial data ingestion all the way to final compliance checks, is fully orchestrated.
Let's move to Section 5, monitoring and governance.
Chapter 8 tackles what happens after deployment,
which, ironically, is often the most neglected part of the whole process. To highlight exactly why this post-deployment phase is so critical, get this. Without active monitoring and retraining, 91% of deployed models will experience measurable performance degradation within just 9 months. It's crazy. Simple upstream data changes, like a quick schema tweak or a missing field, can completely and silently corrupt your model inputs.
So, to prevent this silent degradation, the tutorial outlines 4 necessary layers of monitoring. Layer 1 is your standard infrastructure monitoring, things like memory and latency. Layer 2 tracks data quality, hunting for any statistical deviations. Layer 3 monitors actual model performance against a set baseline. But Layer 4? That's the real game changer for IT leadership. Business KPI monitoring. Connecting your model outputs to tangible business outcomes, like conversion rates or the amount of fraud caught, is really the ultimate measure of model value.
And alongside all that robust monitoring, strict governance workflows are absolutely non-negotiable, especially with all the growing regulatory pressures these days. The tutorial really emphasizes that every single registered model version has to be immutable. Basically, rollbacks shouldn't be code changes. They should just be a simple registry operation to promote a previous version, which allows for sub-minute rollbacks. Plus, promoting anything to production requires a strict, cross-functional sign-off from an ML engineer, a data scientist, and IT management or risk.
Finally, we arrive at Section 6, Scaling to the Enterprise.
This covers chapters 9 and 10. Scaling successfully to the enterprise level means actively avoiding 6 highly destructive anti-patterns. We're talking about relying on notebook-driven production, manual deployments, or adopting a deploy-and-forget mindset where you do zero post-deployment monitoring. You also definitely want to avoid working in siloed data science teams, over-engineering your platform way too early, and finally ignoring data versioning, which, by the way, makes reproducing a model completely impossible.
The tutorial perfectly summarizes this entire paradigm shift with a great quote. MLOps is not about the tools. It's about building the organizational discipline to turn machine learning experiments into reliable, governed, business-valuable systems. That hits the nail on the head. Success requires sustained investment in organizational culture, mandating strong engineering practices, and breaking down those silos. It is way more than just buying some new cloud services.
So, as you prepare to dive into the full 10-part tutorial from Virtualization Options LLC, I want to leave you with one final thought. It is pretty clear that the biggest MLOps failures out there are organizational, not technical. So ask yourself, is your organization ready to stop experimenting in isolation and start building the rigorous discipline required for true enterprise-scale machine learning operations?